The night air felt thicker than usual as I walked through the narrow alley behind the old convenience store. The walls were covered in graffiti, glowing faintly under the flickering neon sign. I wasn't supposed to be there, but shortcuts always felt like adventures, until I heard the first echo that didn't belong to me. At first, I thought it was my imagination, my steps, my breathing, bouncing off the bricks. But then I said, "Hello?" just to break the silence, and the voice that answered wasn't mine. It was slower, deeper, and oddly amused. I froze for a second, trying to laugh it off. Maybe someone was hiding behind the dumpster. I took a few steps closer, and again my echo followed, this time whispering something I didn't say. It repeated my name. I didn't remember saying my name at all. The neon light blinked again, and for a split second, I saw a shadow at the far end of the alley. It moved the same way I did, turning its head, copying every motion like a reflection on broken glass. My stomach dropped. I waved nervously, half expecting the figure to wave back, and of course, it did. But when I stopped, it kept waving. Slowly. Mockingly. My chest tightened and I stepped back, my sneakers scraping the wet ground. The sound echoed again, louder, closer. I started walking faster, pretending I didn't care. It's just some prank, I told myself, but even my own voice didn't sound convincing. The echo laughed this time. I didn't. The alley twisted to the right, and I followed the turn, desperate to see the end, but the walls stretched endlessly like they were rearranging themselves. Every few meters, a new neon sign appeared, flickering the same two words, "Keep walking." My phone had no signal. The map app froze, showing my location circling in place. I yelled, "Stop it!" And the echo shouted back instantly, but its version of my words sounded like a scream. Something about that voice made me feel small, like I wasn't the one talking anymore. I covered my ears, but the echo kept whispering inside my head. It told me to turn around. It begged me to. I gave in. When I turned, I saw no one, only the shimmering puddles and graffiti glowing brighter. But the reflection staring up from the water wasn't copying me anymore. It was smiling. I kicked the puddle in panic, splashing the image away. "Enough!" I shouted. The echo repeated it, quieter, almost like it pitied me. I realized then that it was learning. It was getting better at being me. The alley grew darker as the neon lights blinked out one by one. I tried running, but every step I took, there was another behind me, perfectly in sync. Sometimes ahead of me, sometimes beside me. Then I heard the sound of two sets of breathing. Mine was fast and shallow. The other was calm, colder. I whispered, "Who are you?" And the echo whispered back, "Who are you?" But it sounded like it actually wanted an answer. My legs trembled as I reached the end of the alley, or what I thought was the end. A tall metal door stood there, glowing faintly orange, and carved into it were the words, "Echo Entry." I didn't think. I just pushed the door open, and a gust of air rushed out like the alley was exhaling. On the other side, everything looked the same. Same walls, same lights, same puddles. But something was off. When I looked at the walls, the graffiti had changed. Now it said things I just thought about but never said out loud. I started realizing that maybe I wasn't in the same place anymore. Maybe the echo wasn't following me. I was following it. I saw movement ahead. My own silhouette walking towards me. We stopped a few steps apart, mirroring each other's confusion. I blinked once, and it did. Then I blinked again, and it didn't. The other version smiled, tilting its head slightly. It said, "Your turn." And before I could react, it stepped forward, merging into me, like a shadow returning home. My chest felt heavy, like my breath had been stolen. The neon lights came back on, glowing brighter than before. I turned around trying to leave, but the door was gone. Only a wall remained. Now when I speak, there's always another voice right after mine, whispering from somewhere nearby. Sometimes it laughs when I don't. Sometimes it finishes my sentences for me. And sometimes when I walk past that alley, it's already waiting.